Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here up in the booth. Welcome to Trackside Racing Network. I'm your host, Adam Chapman, here with you tonight. Here for the Iracing series, sponsored by Plan B Sales. We want to welcome everybody here to Richmond International Raceway. We are live for round number 2, or round 1, race number 2 of the Iracing playoffs. Coming into tonight. Had a good race last week back at Darlington. Calvin Allison picking up the win, 71 laps led in that one. That was a pretty good race. Only 8 cautions. Not bad. Tonight, though, we got 4 drivers on the bubble. Casey Heschel, Michael Anthony, Patrick Green, and Logan Jones. Them are your 4 guys that is right now out of the playoffs. But there's still a little bit of racing left. It's hard to tell. I mean, really looking. The biggest one that's really in trouble is Casey Heschel. He is 15. Actually, it's more than that. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 points, I believe, from where he needs to be. So he's got to have a good run tonight. Honestly, if he struggles here tonight, he's going to be in a must-win situation come next week at Bristol, which is possible. I think he might be able to get it done there. Michael Anthony, I think could have a good night. Patrick Green, Logan Jones. I think I had Logan Jones in my final 4. I can't remember, but we'll see. Right now, Casey Heschel is 4th in practice, and we're about to get into qualifying here in just a few moments, and we'll get all into that and stuff. Right now, these drivers just out there getting a much-needed practice here at Richmond. 175 laps. Last time we was here, I'm going to put it nicely. The color yellow was pretty soft that night. We had, I think it was 15 yellows in 125 laps, something like that. So there is updated cars and stuff like that. So we'll see how that plays out. I think it might have been daytime actually then. So I know that probably played a factor. So hopefully we don't have that here tonight. Hopefully we get some long green flag runs. Because I would love to see green flag pit stops at a place like this. I like this track. It's not the most funnest short track, I think, but it's still a good one. Who really knows? Anywho, about ready to kick it off here from qualifying in just a moment. And last time we was at Richmond, like I was just talking about, Calvin Allison picked up the win. There, he led 86 laps. Of course, we did have green-white checkers in that one as well. But Marcus Adams finished 2nd. Kyle Smalley led a few laps as well. He finished in 3rd. Some other drivers led a lap. Jason Papp led 2 laps. Jared Overstreet led 12 laps. James Lowe led 4. Landon Lacey led 4. However, a lot of them guys did not finish where they really wanted to in that one. So, you know, it is what it is. One thing interesting about that race, a lot of their drivers put their best lap down late in that race. So that's pretty interesting. Not sure if that's going to matter here. Of course, the track was cooling off. I believe it was daytime. Yeah, I don't know. It may or not have been. Anyway, we're ready to go qualify. Let's hop down into the booth here. Hop up to the booth. Get out of our booth that's in this one. And there we go. Once again, you can see the sponsors up in the top right-hand corner. We thank them. That's the checker flag waves here from Richmond. Ready to get underway. 175 laps. Qualifying has to take place. Kyle Smiley going to be your fastest here in the final practice session. And I do not think that there is no... Actually, we may be missing another playoff driver. We'll find out here in a minute. Let me check, but we'll hop down to the qualifying. As this is Patrick Green. He is one of your playoff contenders here. You see that blue spoiler. That's how you can determine a lot of these. Patrick, last time we was at Richmond, finishing 11th. It was Logan Jones, who I did not see. I'm not sure. Is he here? No, I do not see him, so that could be a big one. Hopefully he gets in, not sure. Anyway, here's Patrick Green in at number 87. Working off turn 4. Coming to the start-finish line at a 21.588. Good enough for P1 at the moment, and I lied. He goes to 2nd. Cody Smith goes to the top of the board. Ryan Worley, he's out there in that 00. Cessna, you see the Plan B Sales blue stripe, 21.540. Good lap there for Ryan. Going to jump him to 2nd. Brody Smith, not in the playoffs, but he is currently out there in the 22 Ritz car. See what he can do. Cody Smith, his brother, goes to the top of the board. Patrick Green second. Ron Willie third. Chris Ingles currently fourth. Roberto Ramirez in fifth, and now jumps fourth. Chris Ingles back. Chris Worrell to the top of the board, 21-262. Let's jump back to someone else. Here's Marcus Adams. Of course, he's in the playoffs. Why wouldn't he be? He's got multiple wins this season, so of course we expect him to be here. He's got now coming in turning out 3 wins as he works through turn 4. Not a great entry in turn 3, so we'll see. 21-7, yeah, definitely not a great lap. That actually puts him in 11th, so he's probably wanting a little bit more than that. We'll keep an eye on it. Casey Heschler. There's Lando Lacey. We'll keep an eye here in that Mountain Dew number 35. Love that paint scheme that he's driving. As he works off turn 2. Landon, pretty big fan of this track. Didn't have the run he wanted last time. Got wrecked late, early in that one, but here he comes off turn 4. Let's see if he improves here. Good lap there, 21-385. Good enough for P number 5. That is his first lap. Here's Casey Heschel. He is out there. He needs a big knot here in that number 49 as he works off turn 4. Good lap, 21-501. Good enough for P number 10. Not bad. Michael Anthony out there on track. Not part of the play. Yes, he is. What am I talking about? I knew he was. Lando Lacey goes to 4th on the board, by the way. Kyle Smalley back to the top of the board. 21. No, what? 2/10 and a half faster than everybody. Michael Anthony goes to 8th. I don't even know how that's even possible. Good lap, Kyle Smalley. Wow. 21-336 for David. That's a good lap. P7 for the number 02. He is part of your playoff contendership here as well. Got about a minute left. Anybody notice that crowd noise is super loud? Jason Papp rolling out in the number 1 Monster Energy. Part of your playoff contender as well. Jason right now not at a point, so he would like to be able to transfer from here over to or out of Bristol. Hey Kenneth, good to see you. Yeah, I don't ever play nothing at the beginning. That's one reason why you probably didn't hear. I usually just sit there for a little bit before I start. I need something that says that. Anyway, start finish line, Jason Papp, 22-049. Not the lap he really wanted. That's going to be good enough for P22. Yeah, definitely not the lap he wanted. It does got 2 laps coming up off the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Want to give a shout out real fast to our good friends over at Beehive Media. They was on our podcast not too long ago. Robbie Butner and Katie Dugas. Hope they're doing good. I know Robbie's taking a vacation for about a week from broadcasting. Much deserved. Good to see him back here next week, and we look forward to watching him. I always watch some of his broadcasts, so have fun, Robbie. Enjoy it. Zach Bowerman, by the way, sitting on pit road. He's out there in a new car. Ask about Affleck at work. That is a Carl Edwards throwback, I believe. But anyway, qualifying is complete. It will be Chris Worrell starting 2nd, Kyle Smalley starting 3rd. And, I hit the wrong button, guys. Sorry about that. I do that from time to time. Here's starting grade up, by the way. Looking over here at the point standings. We're going to talk to one of these guys, I think. We're going to talk to David Eamon, I believe. He is part of your playoff contender. We'll talk to some of these guys under caution as well, I believe. Should have time to do that tonight. That's so bad, I'm sorry. All right, let's talk to David. See if I can find him. David Eamon. Let's see if we can pull him in. Hey, David, it's Adam up in the booth. You got a copy? Hey, Dave, you got a copy? It's Adam.
Yes, sir, I got you.
Man, rolling off tonight, coming in here in the point standings, of course. You're part of the playoff, rolling off in 8th. So right now you're well above the cut line. Talk about the importance of tonight's race, second race of round 1.
I'm not very good here, so my plan is to just make it through to the end and hopefully come home with the top 10.
We know that this track a lot of things can happen very fast in front of you. That's out of your, I guess you can say, out of your control. Are you worried about that at all tonight, or is that pretty much all of round 1, because this is probably the toughest round of all the playoffs?
Yeah, it's definitely tough here, and it'll be hard to stay clean, especially coming out of 4 and 2. I mean, it's always real slippery.
Hey, man, go do what you do. It'll be nice to see that car up front here at the end. Good luck. I know it's going to be a crazy one.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, buddy. That's Dave Eamon. He's got a voice for radio. I just want to point that out. Nobody else noticed that? Nobody going to say nothing? Okay. I don't know. To me, it's just a great voice for radio. I don't know. It sounds like somebody would be on the radio. Anyway, we're rolling. You see some of these cars rolling. Of course, no need to really speak about, Kyle Smiley. Let's just be honest. Somebody that's not here, Keith Smiley. That is going to be big. Keith is 10th in the points. He may be in trouble after tonight. Him not being here, that's going to open the door for somebody that... There's a couple people. Logan Jones I mentioned and Keith Smiley not here. That is a big thing that's going to happen. Anyway, there you see our pole setter, Keith Smiley, right there in that 46. Not the biggest field. Well, it's pretty good size. I think 26 drivers. Anyway, let's get ready to wrap it and do it. 175 laps here around Richmond Raceway. You know, if we go caution-free, this race would only average like an hour. Sad. Wishful thinking. I like that 20 car, by the way. That's JR Houston in that Jordan paint. That's pretty cool. He's running right there in 4th place. Right in front of Landon Lacey, right behind the 6 of Chris Worrell. As we get set to go green. By the way, Chris Worrell in that 6 is a playoff contender. He just does not have the banner. So, thank you, Chris. Thanks for making it hard. Anyway, green flags have to come out. Ready to go. 175 laps around Richmond Raceway. We are waiting. Green flag is out in the air. We're racing from Richmond. Playoff race number 2 of round 1 is underway. Sponsored by Plan B Sales, Midwest Motor Customs AC, Paints, Butt Kicker, Iracing, Out Flag. And I'll probably forget Hurricane Media. There we go. CJR used to getting down. Casey Heschel able to get down. Landon Lacey getting down. David Eamon making a pass. Here we got the 6 off the racetrack. That was Chris Worrell. That is a caution. Well, here's your replay. Boys, we're picking up exactly where we left off when we was back here in the spring. I think it's simultaneous spins. There's the 15. I don't know what happened to Jared Overstreet, by the way. Yes, let's see if we can see what happened. I think he had help from the 99. There's damage on the back of that car. Now, did he actually... I like that paint. NASCAR Mobile. I like the paint scheme on that. That's pretty sick. Anyway. Caution number 1 comes out. Pit lane is supposed to be open, by the way. The red lights are not correct. I just want to point that out, Iracing. As Derek would be here, he would call it Derek Clement. Why are we pitting? You literally did a half a lap. All right. I don't quite understand the pit stops, but whatever, it is what it is. Be waiting here for the lights to go off on the pace truck once again. Try to see what the ambient sound, what that announcer's saying. I don't quite know. I wonder which lane that Kyle Smalley would take. I would guess the inside, of course, but who knows? We don't really know if the outside lane will come in or not. I don't think so, but, you know, who knows? So we are getting ready to double back up here in just a moment. There we go. Going green here on lap number 7. There's a big wreck there early for Chris Worrell. Remember, part of the Iracing East playoffs. So he is back there. Michael Anthony's actually back there as well. Here we go. Pace car taking a left. Green flag set to come out. Green flag out of the air. We're racing here once again for Richmond. 2 by 2. Down into turn 1. Rodwell going to get to the bottom. He's moved up a little bit here just because the spin. Battle right here for 4th. Landon Lacey, Casey Heschel, David Eamon right behind. We talked to him a moment ago. Do not sleep on that 35 car of Lacey. I feel like he's got a car that can run with these leaders. He is that good of a driver in my opinion. So Kyle Smalley, new fastest lap, 21.916. Everybody else is a 22. We like that number 41 car. Advocare number 41. I like that. It's Roberto Ramirez. Going on back here, this is Michael Muncie. Putting a pass on as Nick Kessler a little bit further back. We're going to jump back up. Patrick Green side by side with the 99 of James Lowe. Both playoff contenders here. Of course, we talked about Patrick. Right now, 14th. James Lowe, currently 4th in the standings. Lowe able to hold that spot for now. Watching J.R. Houston, part of your playoff drivers as well. Currently running 3rd. Hop on board here with him. Looking back, you see Landon back there, Casey, David, Brody Smith. All back there. Where's Cody Smith, by the way? He did come down pit road as well. You see him here at a 7. As Jason Papp getting passed by Chris Worrell. Almost got the back bumper of that 6. So Jason under attack now from Cody. Cody's looking to the inside, going to take this spot away. Maybe. Jason sitting it in pretty deep. You also got the 9 there, Zach Bowerman, part of the playoffs. So we got 3 playoff guys running nose to tail right now. You see Roberto Ramirez getting passed as well by Chris Worrell. He's working his way back up through the field. Chris just made a small mistake, cold tires it looks like, and now has started to work his way up. Also, Jason Papp getting passed by Zach Bowerman. Jason falls back to 17th. Here's the battle right here for as well. Chris Singles in at 5 underneath Patrick Green. Just because you're in the playoffs does not mean you're not allowed to race. And that's exactly what Ingles is doing. Trying to take this second spot, or I'm sorry, trying to take this spot away, which would be for 9th. A lot of 2x2 racing throughout the field still right now. Great looking field here tonight, though. These cars look great underneath the lights. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually very impressed with how they look in here tonight. There you go. There's a great view. See some 2x2 battles here. You got the 86 there as well. Aaron Tribble, Ryan Broderick, Chris Ingles there in the 5. The 87 you see as well. Patrick Green. And then you got the 6 of Ryan Whirl and Cody Smith. Started to work their way up into this. So we are looking at a 6-car battle for this. As they work down the backstretch into turn 3. Still 2x2 for at least 2 rows deep, that is. Oh, the 87 is going to go real wide. That might be the break that the 5 needs. Pretty much put a slide job on. Wasn't able to do so. Wait. Landa Lacey's starting to stalk a little bit here for that second spot. He was able to get around Casey Heschel. It moved him back to 4th. Ron Willie also got past. He's back to 5th right now. Ron was up front. Watching the battle right now with JR trying to hold on to 2nd with Landon. We'll jump back up to that here in just a moment. Back a little bit further. It's Cody Smith and Patrick Green side by side as they work out of the corner. A lot of room being given right now from everybody. I think everybody kind of realizes how long this race actually is. Oh, the 87 with a big wiggle. He's going to give up that spot. Patrick Green followed back as Tribble goes underneath as well in that Ford Performance number 86, trying to take away that spot. Landon Lacey was able to grab 2nd away from J.R. Houston, so he moves up to 2nd. Now trying to run down former teammate Kyle Smalley up in that 46. Here's a good battle. James Lowe and David Eamon. Dave trying to get around this 99. Not going to be able to get to right now. It's going to be interesting to see how far these guys can go on field strategy and stuff. I'm going to guess that it's a while, but tires and stuff like that could be a big thing. I think these guys are only running, 65% field? Yeah, 65% field through all these playoff races. Last time we was here at Richmond, it was also 65%. I don't think we ever got to a field stop. So there is that. And we may not tonight. It's hard to tell, but we'll see. Chris World did a nice job working his way up. After that spin, he's already worked his way up a lot of spots, back up to 10th. As you see him right here on your screen. About 4/10 right now in front of Ryan Broderick, and there's Chris Ingles. And that gap right now is right about 3/10. Make it 4/10 between the 5 and the number 9. Chris, of course, in the playoffs, just does not have the banner. Chris Worrell, that is, in the 6 car. Something's starting to happen. You guys see it right here. Landon Lacey is starting to run down our race leader right now. Let's see if we can actually find this. Look at the last lap, 22.129. Or 125 for Kyle. Landon at 121.922. This time, once again, Landon a little bit faster. So the lap time is definitely there for Landon right now. As he tries to run down the 46. Landon said he was a fan of his teammate. You see how hard he's driving the car. The back end wants to kick out. Really pushing that car right now quite a bit. But I mean, it's working. The gap is closing. We'll keep it on that very closely. If that gets a little bit closer, we'll jump right back up. Here's Casey Heschel, J.R. Houston. Casey going to take away the 3rd position. Yes, he does, from JR. JR falls back to 4th. Ron Willie still 5th with James Lowe in 6th. Further back, by the way, you see that gap up in the league is getting closer. Once again, if that gets a little bit closer, we will jump up to that. Here's Cody Smith with Ryan Broderick. Cody trying to work his way into the top 10. I would say if a caution was to come out, you would see some pit stops being taken. Here's James Lowe underneath J.R. Houston. Lowe going to be able to take away the 5th position from that number 20 car. Low now putting some pressure here on the 00. Still watching our lap times right now. Landon is faster than everybody in the field right now. That gap is shrinking ever so slightly. But we'll keep an eye on it. Nick Kessler put the pass on the 86. Aaron Tribble, ooh, gets to the back of him. Oh, he's loose. Good save, everybody. 86 gets on the apron. That's Aaron Tribble getting on the apron. Had a little moment there. Here's the 4 Kessler underneath Ryan Barker. I like that number 4 car tonight. The paint of that's really nice. Taz Racing Customs to JD Motorsports on the front. Go. James Lowe putting some pressure here on for 4th now with Ryan Worley here on lap 33. Hop on board. Ryan on board, you guys can see it. This is compared to the guy in front of him. Or behind him, should I say. They are back in 6th. You see the difference in lap times. James are a little bit faster that time. He is trying to run down this 00 Ryan right here on your screen right now. We can compare them two as well. You can see Ryan Worley a little bit faster last time. He's got a pretty cool little paint though. A flat black to chrome. Kind of a tough paint to do with the night time, but looks good. Of course, Ryan, a certified small craft pilot now. Now back up for our lead. Landon Lacey just got a great run through turn 3. Does give it away a little bit out of 4. Wasn't able to close in more, but he is really driving his car and doing a really good job right now. I mean, these two guys have checked out right now from the field. Both Chevrolets out front. Actually, our top 5, 4 of them is Chevrolets. We got the Ford Mustang of Ryan Worley running in, of course, 4th. A little bit further back. Well, them guys are still going at it. Michael Anthony, remember your playoff driver, he is working on the 41. This is for 16. Brody Smith as well, looking on the outside of Chris Ingalls. Chris might be trying to get this spot actually from him. He's not going to race that 7 car too hard. The 22 will not. That is his brother, Cody Smith and Brody Smith right now running nose to tail. Don't expect too much of a fight here from the 7 or the 22 to the 7. Well, you wouldn't think so. But we've seen it before. Landon Lacey, by the way, is closing the gap up on our race leader, which is pretty big. And better yet, he's not only closed in, he has caught the 46. He's done a great job. He is faster than Kyle. I mean, look at the drive in. The drive in is where he's really good at. Looks like he's got the wall a little bit, but it ain't affecting him. Car still looks good. I mean, and now we're coming up on the things where things get interesting. Lap cars right up in front of these guys. It's Jason Papp. Remember Jason, part of these playoffs. He's back in 24th. Jason has been, well, they've been on pit road, but that was the first caution. Great view right here looking down. You can see where Landon's better right there and right in the center. Kyle might be a little bit better on the exit, but Landon makes it up, entering in the center of the corner. Look at that center. Good Lord, in that entry. Look how close. Oh, he's right there on the bumper. Right there, you see Kyle able to pull out just a little bit by about a half a car length. This is the battle we've really been waiting on all season, to be honest. Landon's been in this situation a couple times. Kyle's got the better half, but oh, weird spot for that lap car to be. See the rubber starting to get laid down on the racetrack as well, right on that bottom groove. But to do. See, Kyle was able to extend just a little bit here over Lando because of that lap car of Jason Papp. So that's just one of these things these guys are going to have to deal with when it comes to short tracks. Lap cars, especially if we get a lone green flag run, come up on you quick. Out of turn 2. Kyle Smiley still getting a lot of pressure put on him by that 35. One thing about Kyle, he don't make too many mistakes when people's behind him, so you usually gotta outrace him. So it's all, the only thing that's really benefiting Kyle right now is he does have a better exit. And that's where Landon needs to get the run at, I feel like. And he does a good job right there. He may try to look to the inside. He does. Yeah, if you're the 46, you kind of got to let Landon go here. He's just so much better in the entry into center. Well, that's pretty interesting. I'm sure Kyle Smalley's like, hey, he was on my team, remember? And Landon's like, well, probably should have kept me. Landon Lacey goes to the point here on lap 46. Now it's just about managing laps, or managing these laps and managing these lap cars that everybody's going to have to be dealing with here very soon. Good pass there for the lead. Great battle for a long time. That was probably one of the best battles we've seen all season. One of the best battles that we've seen all season. Well, all that happened, by the way, Chris Worrell has worked his way up to 8th. Remember, last time we checked, he was back in 10th. So that battle took a little while, but still, Michael Anthony has moved up. Well, trying to move up. This is Marcus Adams. And the 8 going at it. Michael Anthony going to give up. Well, maybe. Anthony might be trying to take this spot away from Adams, actually. He's got the 06 of Ryan Broderick. How patient you want to be if you're this 8 car. Working on the back of a car that is not in the playoffs. So it's like, how patient. And right now, Marcus Adams is going to use that outside line. He's going to try to take this spot away because Ryan's struggling here a little bit. Yeah, you're going to see the 8 move up on Broderick, and not what Anthony really wanted to do, I'm sure. But welcome to the playoffs. Broderick gets a little loose out of turn 4. That might be what Anthony needed. Not so much. Back up front, racing for the lead. The lap car is playing a factor. Zach Bowerman and Kyle Smalley, Landon Lacey. Zach getting past. That's going to put Bowerman 1 lap down. Now that's going to be a big battle right here between Bowerman and Muncie because that is a free pass position. So keep that in mind. Muncie wants to try to stay with these leaders as long as he can and not to give up that free pass if a caution wants to come out. We're actually on a pretty long green flag run. With the 2020 NASCAR Cup playoffs underway, fans will have a different way to join the fun with a new game called NASCAR Mobile AR Racing. I haven't seen it, to be honest. It'd be interesting to see. Actually, let me check it out right now. Good battle here for the lead as well. Watch these guys battle it out now that they're out on the racetrack. Let me look at their track map and see. There's not really much lap traffic left in front of them. There is the 51 of Timothy Jennings, a little ways up. But it's still a pretty good ways in front of these guys. I wonder if Kyle may have fallen behind Landon here as we get a yellow. Nick Kessler around on the front stretch. See what happened here. I don't see much damage. or second yellow of the night coming out. He may have got the apron. We've seen a couple guys get that, or he just get wheel spin off the corner yet. Just broke loose. I don't think anybody got into. Oh, there was a little bit of contact there with the 87 of Patrick Green. Gotten into him a little bit. Green with a little bit of damage now after that, but it ain't too bad. I think he'll be fine. But nobody else got him, so pit lane gonna be open, and a good time to come down. That was a long run, so everybody's coming down pit lane here. And there you see Lando Lacey bringing a 35 Mountain Dew. He's going to be putting in that fourth or fifth pit stop. With Kyle Smalley going to have the advantage of the first pit box, which could be a big advantage. It all depends. Kyle not really tucked up close to that 35. So we'll see. It's going to be a pretty close race off pit road, I believe. 4 tires for the 35. Watch him drive straight through the pit boxes. Yep, there he goes. Race off pit road. It was close. I don't know. Watch this. I think Landon got it by like an inch. Watch this race off pit road. That's a green marker. Yeah, Landon got him by like a nose. That was probably our closest race off pit road I think we've seen in a while. Woo, that was a wild one. So, there you go. As we were going to take a quick break, guys. You guys enjoy the views and stuff. And we'll be right back when we get ready to go green. Welcome back here to Iracing E-Series. Getting ready to come to the green flag here on lap 61. That's a good green flag run there. Very impressed with that. Kind of surprised me. We'll see if it continues as we get ready to go back green here. Well, on lap 61. Lando Lacey, Kyle Smalley up front. James Lowe, Casey Heschel, Chris Worrell. Pace truck is in. By the way, we'll talk about the Lucky Dog team in just a moment. Green flag is out, and they are stacking up a little bit behind them. See if outcomes of that, but there they go. They're piloting in. Green flag goes to yellow, and I think that was Michael Anthony, one of our playoff contenders, and I think there was the 22 as well. Yeah, they stacked up right here, and they're 4 wide at Richmond, just not going to work. The 8 just really drives it in. Getting into the 22, the 06 as well. And that's going to be some interesting post-race chat between them two. We're going to watch a slow-mo replay here. As you see the 8 of Anthony, you see that blue playoff banner? That's the 31 of Marcus Adams right there as well, right in front of him. He almost gets into the 5 of Chris Ingles. Here comes the basically really driving it super deep when everybody else is checking up. The 22 didn't want to get into the 7. The 8 tries to shoot the gap. There's your contact. 22 gets contact in the outside wall. The 8 backs it into the fence as well. And I thought the 6 got more. The 06 got more as well. Ryan Broderick, I think he's actually going to be okay with what he got. There's a little bit there, but it ain't nothing bad. But you can see way back there in the back, that 8 car is sitting up against the fence. Caution number 3 is out. You see him on pit road getting some of that damage repaired. During that caution, I was talking to Landon. He said his arms was hurting on that run, so I'm sure some other guys are feeling it as well. You see the lucky dog right there going by. That was Zach Bowerman. We could speak about that a little bit. And another break for Jason Papp. He was able to finally come down and get tires, so big break for the one as well. However, not so much for the 87, who's actually a lap down right now. So there you go. Let's talk to one of our drivers here. J.R. Houston. Let's pull him in. Make sure we're not doubling up here, though. Make sure. Yeah, we're not. All right. J.R. Houston, is Adam up in the booth? You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Man, playoff night here. Lap 64. Pretty good run there, actually, a few moments ago. How's the car feeling in the long run?
I burned off the right rear there on that last run. I hope I can keep it on it this time. Just trying to stay out of things in general, off bumpers, off the wall, and all that fun stuff, and keep it up here.
Are you paying attention to a lot of these playoff guys that's around you? Are you kind of just watching them a little bit to see where they are, or are you not paying it no mind?
Definitely trying to race everybody a little bit more respectfully if they got the blue spoiler. You don't want to make any enemies, and I had a good run last week, and I don't want to ruin it with a bad run this week. You know, just consistency is key.
Oh, sorry about that. I was sitting there talking to myself. No damage on the car. Car's looking good, man. Go see what you go do what you can do. Doing a pretty good job so far.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll move you back up. Misfit Mafia driver J.R. Houston. As we are coming to the 1 to go sign this time. Like I said, a big break there for Jason Papp. You see him rolling off. Is that going to be a break, actually? Did he beat the pace car? Yeah, he did by plenty. Jason was over getting some damage repaired. You see the damage right down that right front. Of course, you see that blue playoff sticker at Plan B Sales logo. These guys are sponsored by the great diecast retailers over at Plan B Sales. They're an official diecast retailer. Do a great job as well. They put out some very cool diecast that's autographed by a bunch of different drivers. Drivers come in, autograph some stuff. Of course, they sponsor some race cars as well in real life, so pretty cool. Here we go. Back on lap 67. The pace truck is in. Green flag set to wave. And how about Chris Worrell back up to 6th? And there's a close start there, but a good jump there for the 46. Will it be enough to clear this 35? Not so fast, Landon Lacey says, but watch the run off the center or the exit. That's where Kyle's been good. Landon did a good job that time of getting a good run himself. The ball's out racing teammates. Former teammates running 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I'm not going to lie, it's going to feel pretty nice if you're Landon in a way to be out front of these guys. And there you see it, Landon able to clear that 46. Of course, got caught up on the high side during that restart. So Kyle's going to be trying to put some pressure on. I feel like Kyle might be a little bit better early in these runs. But I feel like Landon's car really comes on later and in the middle of the run especially. So we'll see if that plays a factor or not. Marcus Adams going around Cody Smith. This is going to allow the 86 as well to open up the bottom. Aaron Tribble trying to take that 10th spot away. He does in that Ford number 86. Everybody right now single file throughout the field that I see. Zach Bowerman. I'm not quite sure why he's so far back, but He is a long way back from these guys. Actually, not very far behind or in front of the field. I mean, right there's the field. Doberman. Not very far. I mean, he is literally in turn 1 right now. You can kind of see him right there exiting turn 2. The field is closing in. It's a great shot, by the way. As you look down, I'm not sure who that is battling for position back there. Cody Smith a little bit further back. That was side by side, maybe. Yes, it was. Talk about JR Houston. Just talked to him a moment ago. Here is JR looking on Ron Worley. Just pulled out a line. This is Marcus Adams right behind him. Adams right there in that number 31. May try to get a run here on that 20 card. Not so much this time. 31 is looking fast, though. May have a wreck. Caution coming out. Yeah, they stacked it up back here pretty good. I think somebody might have had some help. Jared Overstreet may have had help from Nick Kessler in that 4 car. Here's the replay. You see it right there. There's the contact. Nick just driving it in too deep. Right in front of Greg McConaughey, who locks him up as well. Boy, McConaughey. Man, he gets lucky on some of these. Hey, I'm just going to be honest. He gets a little lucky. I don't know if it's luck or skill, but either way. Great miss. I mean, watch this. Riding on board with Greg McConaughey. I mean, most of the time you're running right into the 4, or like when you see that happen. I mean, woo! Barely misses Jared Overstreet's 59 car. It's twice now Jared Overstreet has seen the inside wall, or looking at it at least. Pit road's going to be open. Going to be curious of what happens. Yeah, I think pit stops definitely got to happen here. I don't see why you would stay out. This is a tire killer. We talked to JR Houston about it. And see, this is interesting to me. JR staying out. He talked last time about burning up the right rear tire. If that was the case, you would think that he would have honestly came in, but track position may seem more important. But the top 3, James O. Casey, Heschel, JR Houston, Cody Smith, Michael Muncie. I'm not quite sure if I like the call. I guess since it's early, you can kind of still do that. I mean, that's a possibility. Anyway, probably some 2-tire stops as well, I would say. Landon Lacey actually sitting on pit road. He getting some of that damage repaired. I noticed some cars going by him. I was waiting for him to pull out. I don't think he had a... Yeah, he just got some damage repaired. That's why he sat there so long, I believe. That car looks way better now. He's going to be back in 18th. Not only that, where's Kyle Smiley? Kyle Smiley's going to be restarting back in 8th. David Eamon taking 2 tires. Roberto Ramirez came down pit road and missed his pit box. There you go. Caution number 4 out on track here. A little over 100, or a little less than 100 laps here, should I say. We're left in this one. To be honest, though, it's been a good race so far. Like, a lot better than what I thought. Last time we was here, we had 15 cautions at 125 laps. These guys seem like they've calmed down a lot, so that's good. I mean, I know it's playoff racing. That's probably a lot of it to do why, but, you know, either way. Green flag back out in the air. Will old tires pay off? We're going to turn it up. Enjoy. James Lowe still out here out in front. The old tires are paying off a little bit. He's done a good job so far. I'm able to do that. J.R. Houston right now battling David Eamon. This is right in front of that 41 of Roberto Ramirez and Chris Ingles now. We talked about Kyle Smalley. Oh, what happened back here? I thought I was going to go around. Talked about Kyle Smalley, who restarted in 8th, and you see him taking away the 5th position from Cody Smith. Now working on Ryan Worley. Remember, Landon Lacey came in with the lead, but spent some time on pit road just repairing some damage. He thought it was a good idea, and we'll see if it pays off or not. You got to make it back through this without getting any more damage. And you see him right here running underneath Roberto Ramirez. This is for the 11th position. Landon does such a great job entry and in center of the corner. I mean, to me, nobody else has been able to rotate the entry and center. Kyle seems like he's the best at the exit, at least when I last watched. I haven't really watched him too much recently. That goes for even Landon with the entry and center. He still does a good job. I mean, you can see it right here. Like, look at that. Watch him right here in the center. This is against one of the best at Marcus Adams. Actually, Landon's exit kind of has gotten a little bit better. As I say that, Marcus is able to clear him, but now Landon going to be caught up behind the 5 of Chris Ingles, putting the bumper to him a little bit. Welcome to Richmond. So we've seen a couple guys actually go to the outside to make some passes, and that's exactly what we just seen Marcus Adams, Landon following suit. That is our closest battle, by the way, so we're going to kind of stay with this. David Eamon, Marcus Adams. Cody Smith right there in that 7. This is a great group of racers right here. 7, 31, 2, 35 to 5. Now you can go ahead and throw J.R. Houston, who really sent it in. He may have learned something just now. As we look at 3 wide off turn 4 at Richmond, something's going to have to give here. Landon making it 3 wide as well. Cody Smith getting split. Now back down to 2 wide. That was some fun, interesting reason there to watch. And Cody Smith able to go to the top side as he gets passed by 3 cars, making 4 cars. Remember, Cody Smith staying out on older tires. That's why I think it's a matter of time before you see James Lowe start to slip back, even though he's still out by 8 tenths. Looking around the field right now, Chris Ingles back here in the last position. Somebody's working their way up. Still, it's Kyle Smalley right in front of him was Casey Heschel. Casey's kind of rebounded pretty nicely here tonight. Remember, he missed last week's race, so he has kind of done a good job on working his way or keeping his car up front, which is great. I'm very impressed with this racing. I think we've had this many green flag laps. We're starting to see another green flag run here. And I think for guys like Kyle Smalley, Lando Lacey, guys that pitted, it really works out. Ryan Worley, I know pitted as well. Chris Worrell, it works out good for them the longer they run because Chris is running down our race leader. I mean, you can see the distance. Ball's out right now, 1, 2, 3. Remember, Chris got in a lap 1 incident, by the way. Was it Chris or Zach? It was Chris, I believe. Yeah, I believe that's what it was. Anyway. Or was it lap 2? That was lap 1, coming to lap 2. Anyway, James Lowe, under attack, part of the playoffs. Right now, your top 3, we'll go ahead and say 5 playoff drivers inside the top 5. You got Lando Lacey just throwing a mix into all of it because then you got a 7th and 8th in the playoffs. 9th not in the playoffs, but 10th is. So only 2 drivers not in the playoffs running inside the top 10. One inside the top 5, the other one back in 9th. Nick Kessler is on pit road. Not sure why, but he is there. There is damage on that car, so that may be why he's there. But we're going to stay with the battle with the race lead right now. James Lowe under attack. You're not going to see a big fight between these two. James knows Chris is faster. Their teammates. I just don't see the point of fighting a teammate. Never mind. I lied. Ron Broderick around. Up in turn, I believe it's turn 2. No, it was turn 4. Oh, him and a 41 gets together in a 41. Roberto Ramirez. Man, I'd have been happy and just, well, he said, you going to get into me? Yeah, I don't quite know, but Roberto wasn't very happy, I don't think. And Rob Broderick hard into the wall. Let's watch in car here. One more look. I don't think this is on purpose, by the way. Well, he did turn back to the left. That's all I'm saying. Pit road's open. Green flag, or cars are on pit road. Jason Papp going to stay out and lead a lap because he needs to. We're going to watch the battle here off pit road. That was a good break right there for James Lowe, by the way. Race off pit road. James Lowe, Chris Worrell, 46 to 00, the 49. 31, the 35. Have made their pit stops. David Eben comes out in 9th. Ron Broderick 10th. And Jason Papp on pit road after leading that lap. So there you go. All right. Next week, things are going to get fun when we go, you know, to the great Bristol Motor Speedway. It's going to be a fun one. Guys, make sure you tune in for that. And watch that. It's going to be a fun race around Thunder Valley. And that will be the final race of round one. We will be eliminating 4 drivers. Who will it be? That's going to be the big question. Nobody really knows, to be completely honest. With Logan Jones missing tonight. And some other guys not having so much luck. Keith Smalley not here tonight. I mean, to me, there's going to be drivers for sure in must-win situations. Either way, we are about to go back green. Green flag out of the air. We're racing here once again. From Richmond, we've had a good race. We are under 70 laps to go. Never mind, we just piled it in big, and it is a massive wreck, and I think there is some big names involved. Let's see if we can figure out. This is J.R. Houston. I see Landa Lacey. Remember, he led a lot of this race, too. What happened? Landa just gets loose. A small overcorrection. 20 involved, 5 involved. Oh, man. Landa's done such a great job tonight, and unfortunately this happens. We've seen it happen a couple times tonight with drivers, especially off turn 4. It's the first we've seen it off turn 2. I'm not sure if he quite had it saved, and the 5 got back into him. This is a look again. I don't know. I know he definitely overcorrected, but I'm not sure if that's. Let's see. Here comes the spin. Yeah, I think he really had it saved, and then the 5 gets to the back of him. But you can't blame Chris Ingalls. There's so much speed going on. You know, that's just unfortunate. The big unfortunate those right there. As J.R. Houston. Did not need that to happen. Wrong place, wrong time for our playoff driver. As the caution is back out onto the track again. Oh, tough break. I want to go ahead and mention that after round 1, these guys go to Las Vegas. Basically, we had 4 night races in a row because Bristol and Las Vegas is a night race. From there, however, we go to Talladega. Las Vegas is going to be fun at night, by the way. That's a cool track at night time. But Las Vegas, Talladega, and Charlotte Roval. The first one is a cookie cutter track. Who knows who's going to win? Talladega, you know. Who knows? The Roval, I think Kyle Smalley's probably the favorite going in just because of what happened at Daytona. But honestly, I don't know with that one either. But I would say him, honestly. Round 3 is Kansas, Texas, Martinsville, and the 4th race, of course, is Phoenix. Or ISM, what do they call it now? Coming back to the green flag here on lap 112 as we get set to go back green. Ball's out 1, 2, 3 right now. Green flag out of the air. We're racing here once again. New leader, Chris Worrell goes to the point of her teammate James Lowe. Ron Worley battles right now for third. Kyle Smalley. Not for long. Kyle Smalley to the inside wall. Smalley's in trouble. Regular season points leader, points champion, championship leader coming into this one. Ron Worley gets loose, identical to almost what happened to Landon, except just Kyle Smalley was your victim. That was a hard hit. He's going to probably be spending some time on pit lane. I think he'll be okay, but it's so late in this race. I don't know. That's a pretty flat nose. Ugh. Things are going to get interesting now. How about that? James Lowe coming down pit lane. That's kind of surprised that he didn't come down on that one run, but he's coming down this time. Some cars staying out, some cars pitting. James Lowe is our highest one up, as you see him right there on pit lane. Cody Smith, Greg McConey in as well. Jason Papp, Michael Anthony, Roberto Ramirez. Definitely J.R. Houston coming in. And James Lowe is down in the way. All right, so here we go. We are about to double it up here once again. Coming to the one to go this time, we're going to be going back green on lap 119 here from Richmond. Do it. First car with fresh tires is back in 8th. This was a long green flag sequence, by the way. Actually, back in 10th, should I say. Either way. Marcus Adams going to be restarting second. Remember, he was been riding around 10th for some most of the night. We'll see if he's got anything for the 6th. David Eamon, we talked to him earlier. It's a big night for Casey Heschel here as well. He needs this. Green flag is out. Not a lot of room given between the two teammates. You see David Eamon moving up in front. Casey that time now back to the bottom. The 86 there as well. It's Aaron Tribble trying to take away the 4th position. Against Casey, it looks like he may have that position. There goes the 59. Caution going to come back out again. And a big one. Cody Smith is involved. The 41's involved. I don't know who else was involved in this one. It was Patrick Green, I think. Yeah, Patrick Green's just coming up and. All right, well. I don't quite understand that one. He just got him. Turn him around. 7 really nowhere to go. The 41 involved as well. I don't think anybody else was involved besides them really 3 or 4 cars. Oh. There you go. Caution comes back out here once again. We'll take a break and be right back. Back here from the Trackside Racing Network booth. We are about to go green here in just a few moments. Tonight's race been a pretty good one. It's gotten a little wild here the last couple laps, but it's to be expected. Chris Worrell, Marcus Adams, David Eamon, Aaron Tribble, Casey Heschel, your top 5. Ryan Broderick, James Lowe, Ryan Worley, Michael Anthony, Zach Bowerman, your top 10. There's Greg McConaughey finally starting to show his face. He decided to wait a little bit. And by the way, Kyle Smalley is still on pit road getting some damage repaired. We'll see if he's able to get back out there and have a chance at winning this thing. I don't know. You got a little bit of damage, but we are doubling back up here, getting ready to go back green flag racing here live from Richmond. As we are getting set to go green flag. As Chris Worrell, after that first lap incident, has done a fantastic job here tonight. Green flag's set to come back out. Green flag is back out. We're racing here once again from Richmond. Here comes the cars off turn 2 right up the street. Battle going to be for third. Aaron Trouble on the outside. Battle of David Eamon on the inside. Aaron wants it. David has it. Aaron with the big run. Maybe scraped the wall a little bit down the straightaway, but didn't hurt too much. Watch this run. He gets off the corner. Yeah, that's the power. The 86 going to go to third for now. Here comes the 2. Big run from David in the center of the corner and exit. We'll see if he's able to get back around. As of now, no. Will Chris Worrell be able to lock his way into the next round? That would be ideal for him. He is right on the bubble of being snipped from the playoffs. So, well, Marcus Adams, his teammate, kind of just taken away from him a little bit. David still battling. By the way, James Lowe, number 99 car, is on fresh tires. Just want to clarify that. So do not expect him to be riding around back here alone. I haven't spoken too much about James here tonight, but there he is, taking away the 4th spot from Aaron. AA Ron falls back to 5th. Casey Heschel looks to take away 5th as well, as he looks to the inside. Came up the track a little bit, almost by contact. James Lowe still putting some pressure on there. Trouble back of the field a little bit. You see right there, that is the 00 Ryan Worley. Remember, he was in a little mistake earlier when he got loose and unfortunately clipped Kyle Smollett. Sent Kyle to the inside wall. Kyle has worked his way back up to 12th as we got a yellow flag. And I don't know if this was on JR Houston, but he was the only slow car I've seen. And yes, it was. Here's what happened. Oh, he just blew up. Wow. You talk about a weird place to blow up. Oh, no. And Jason Papp was involved, which is minding his business. Watch this. It's a weird time to blow up. Watch his hands. Wow. And Jason really not doing anything wrong. This is on board with Jason Papp. You'll see the puff of smoke come out the back end for JR Houston. There it is. Jason's like, please no. Wow. Pit road open. Everybody says, yeah, don't mind if I do. We coming in to stop. Everybody but James Lowe comes in. James might be in trouble here with that, I think. Chris Worrell wins race off pit road against Marcus Adams. That's a big stop there for Chris. David coming out in the 4th. Casey Heschel, Aaron Tribble, Roberto Ramirez, Ron Worley, Michael Anthony. He's done a good job of rebounding. Timothy Jennings has done a nice job as well. Looks like Roberto Ramirez, he's hitching back up. I thought he might have got caught speeding. Or was he the lucky dog? He may have been the lucky dog. I think that's what it was. Green flag set to come back out here at Richmond. James Lowe, Chris Worrell, Marcus Adams going to be rolling off third. David Amy going to be rolling off fourth. Aaron Tribble fifth. Green flag set to wave as we wait. Green flag back in the air, and what a start. That was a weird one. Anyway. 3 wide as the 86 goes wide. This is not going to work. Oh, somehow the 8 of Michael Anthony cut him a break. Casey Heschel right here on the bottom, wrecking behind. Caution flag is out. Cody Smith involved. Patrick Green involved as well. This could be Zach Bowerman here as well. Let's see. Timothy Jennings right there in the 51. And the 9 tags the 51, who tags the 7, who really didn't do nothing wrong. And unfortunately, there you go. So caution flag coming back out. Cody Smith not happy. And that's unfortunate. Here we go. We're ready to go back green. Here from Richmond, here on lap 145. Chris Worrell, Marcus Adams. Pretty much everything's the same, with the exception of Cody Smith not being far up. Green flag set to wave. As the pace car truck takes a left, green flag set to come out. We're green here once again from Richmond. Which lane will work better? This is the 31 of teammate versus the 6 of Chris Worrell versus Marcus Adams. And I think 31 man scraped the wall, wrecking behind him. Kyle Smiley involved. And a caution going to come out, I believe, for this. No caution. What? All right, well, here's the replay. As Greg McConaughey tags the 46 into the wall. And Kyle Smiley not going to have the night he wants, especially after that one. Things are getting heated in this one. There, Michael Anthony trying to get underneath Casey Heschel. This is for position. Got Ryan Worley there as well, looking underneath the 49. 8 putting a bumper to that 86, wanting to go. He's got to hurry. We're lap 148. We're all lap 148 this time, should I say. Oh, there's another bump from the 8 to the 86. Michael Anthony needs to go, he says. Hey, the time for being patient is over now. And I think the 8 realized that. Michael Anthony needs a big knot here. And I think he realized he can't get it. Anthony came out here outside of the points. So that's unfortunate. Here he is battling to try to take away this 4th spot. Casey Heschel was able to get down in front of the 00 as well. And there you see the pass put on. Michael Anthony takes away 4th officially. Battle now going to be for 5th. With Heschel in the 86. Not going to be too much of a battle here, I do not think, but we'll see. Actually, I take it back. I forgot Aaron Tribble, in case he's not teammates. I don't know why I thought they was teammates. Whoa, somebody just disappeared. Who is that? Ron Worley disappeared. He is back now. Now disappeared again. Having some connection issues. That's not what he needs. And he's back, but boy, he lost some time on that one. Oh, now overcooking it, going into the corner, turn 1. Oh, he's having trouble right there, blinking out. Hopefully it stays steady for him to finish this race. Where he's at, that is. Battle, in the meantime, up front between teammates and David Emmett. Remember, David, no wins this season at all. Chris Worrell coming in here this season with no wins as well. Marcus Adams with 3. So the experience right now is in that 2nd position. As far as lap times go, we'll keep a better eye this time. That time, David Emmett was faster than both of these guys. So the teammates right now 1 and 1, 2. But then you got the 2 car there looking to pull off. I don't think I called it upset, being he's so far up in the playoffs, or in the playoffs. Would be his first win. By the way, like I said, these guys are sponsored by Plan B Sales. I want to go ahead and mention that you can go over right now to Plan B Sales and pre-order the Justin Allgaier 50th win in the Xfinity Series for JR Motorsports, or Junior Motorsports. So go over and pre-order that. It's that'd be a pretty cool diecast, I think. That is at planbsales.com. Nothing really going on right now behind. A little bit right here. James Lowe. Fresher tires on his 99 car. Putting the bumper to the 86. 86 right now getting a lot of bumps in this one. And one thing is, I understand the bumper part. Like, that's, fine. As a caution comes out, but you got to be careful. And I think Jason Papp has blown up as well and has brought out the yellow. That's identical to what we've seen with J.R. Houston. Jason looks like he's going to finish in P16 after that. Can't believe I actually brought the yellow out, but there you go. How about some pit stops late? Will somebody stay out? I think somebody may try this, by the way. Yep. James Lowe staying out, not a surprise. Ryan Worley staying out, not a surprise. Track position going to mean a lot, by the way. And who is that in that 23? I had not seen that car at all night, and I'm sorry. That is Logan Jones, who I didn't think actually made the race. But there he is. He's going to get at least minimum points for this one. He ain't going to get nothing else. But, I mean, hey. Love the paint scheme, though. But there he is. Logan Jones is in here. He's not going to make up any more spots. So, he just took away 25th. And surprisingly, he's your lucky dog. But he's only 149 laps down. So, there's that. By the way, two-tire pit stop for that 86 who was beat around a minute ago. We'll see how that plays out. Chris Worrell, remember, led a lot of this race. You see him right there in that Chevrolet. He's going to be restarting in fourth with Marcus Adams, Casey Heschel, David Eamon, who lost the spot on pit road. Michael Anthony, Roberto Ramirez, and Cody Smith after being beat around a lot tonight. Somehow inside the top 10 now. But will James Lowe be able to hold on and make a play here for the win? Pace light still on here. We're going to have about a 15, 16, 17 lap shootout, something like that. 17 laps, I think. Pace lights are off on the pace car. We are coming to lap 164 when we go back green, so that will be 17 laps left in this one. Green flag set to come out. Green flag waves. Will it be the final one? Probably not, because this is getting wild. A lot of beating and banging. You better watch out. These two tires and no tires up front. You see that Ryan Worley machine. He does get passed by Aaron Tribble. Remember, Aaron's got two tires. There we go. Ryan Worley going to get sent by the 31. Everybody piled in. This is going to bring out another yellow. There it is. The 46, Kyle Smalley involved. That was Marcus Adams giving the shot to. Yeah, you guys got him. Ron Willie probably not too happy about that one. And yeah, he may be headhunting here for somebody. Well, I don't think he's hunting anybody. He's just getting his spot back where the caution came out. But he's definitely not happy, I don't think. Now he might be. Marcus Adams losing a lot of spots too, though. He goes all the way back to 15th. He's got to come down pit road. Wow. Getting ready to come back, I think, to the one to go. Waiting to find out. Let's see. Now we're coming to one to go, I believe. Here we go. Pace truck lots are out. Green flag set to come out this time. We got 6 laps. What's going to happen? It's been a while with James Lowe still turning them old tires. We've seen Trimble get a pretty good run on 2 tires, but I don't know if he's going to have enough. Chris Worrell, I think, and David's in the best position. Rod Worley, by the way, after getting tagged for Marcus Adams, still inside the top 6. He is in 6th, that is. Casey Heschel 5th. As we get set to go back green. Pace truck is in. Green flag back out in the air here once again. Casey Heschel making a move to the inside of Ryan Worrell. Or Chris Worrell. That's going to be a big pass. Oh. David Eamon. Not the greatest start. Battle up front. Aaron Tribble. How about this? No wins, by the way, for that 86. Just want to point that out. And he's to the point late in this one. With 2 tires. He does got that buffer right here behind him. Oh, somebody just got sent, and it just brought out a caution, I think. Yeah, David. Oh, my. What happened? Oh, David just lost it, but somebody else got really loose. Chris Moore got really loose. I don't think there's much damage, though, to nobody, but... Oh, he got hit from the 8 of Michael Anthony. Oh, he was losing it. Okay. Everybody else is dodging for position. So this is going to bring out a green-white checkered here from Richmond, I believe. We'll have to wait and see, but it does appear so. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, honestly, the race hasn't been bad. It hasn't been the best the last, like, 30 laps, but we had some great racing there early on. But honestly, I mean, now it's just where it's getting exciting. You're starting to see some crazy stuff happen, especially with our playoffs. I'm very impressed with this 86 car, 2-tire stop. James Lowe at 99, Casey Heschel in the 49. Casey needed this. The one that's going to hurt tonight the most, I mean, I know as bad as it is for Logan Jones, and it is going to hurt him. Keith Smalley's really going to hurt from this too. Not here. I think that drops him out of the top 14. Going into Bristol, that's going to be interesting. Not sure how that'll shake up, but that'll be a fun one. Anxious to see what happens here at this one. We are going to overtime. This is our first attempt at a green-white checker. If the white flag comes out, race is official. I'm going to be honest, if the white flag comes out, you guys just hold on because it could get wild. I think if we don't end this race under a yellow or all the green-white checkers, it's going to be wild because my personal opinion, that might not mean much, but my personal opinion is if that white flag comes out, just hold on because we may see guys that's running top 5 not cross the finish line. Like Cody Smith, I don't even know how he's even up 7th. He's been involved in 2 or 3 wrecks. Greg McConaughey hasn't ran good all night. There he is in 8th. Everybody in here has had an issue somewhere tonight. Every car that I see, maybe besides the 99 and 49, has had an issue. Has gotten hit, moved, or something. Yeah, they're actually everybody in here has. Like I'm sitting here looking, I think everybody in here has an issue besides them 2 guys. So that's pretty crazy. But I'm sure that they got somewhere involved too with something. I just haven't seen it. I see a little bit of damage on the back of the 99, so I don't know if that's an issue or not. But we'll see though. I don't think this is over by a long shot. The green flag is set to come out this time. If you're Aaron Tribble, you just got to pray that the 2 tires that you took is going to pay off. And hope that James Lowe can get underneath or get under or behind you as quick as he can because 4 tires for Casey Heschel is going to pay a big dividend. Page truck is in. Green flag. Back out of the air. Racing here once again for Richmond. Green white checkered. Not a good start for Aaron Tribble. He is able to get a nose out front of that 99, taking the lead. The 6 moves down. May have a wreck going on. Not yet. Will the caution come out? No. White flag. Race is official here from Richmond. Remember how I said if we get to the white flag, something crazy is going to happen? Yeah, I still believe that, by the way. A little bit of contact there between teammates. But Aaron Tribble, no wins this season. Off turn 4. He's going to see the checker flag at Richmond and win here. Not even a playoff driver. Casey Heschel, a big win, and then just all chaos breaks loose behind him. The 9, the 2. Good luck figuring all that out. Fireworks go off. How about this man? A non-playoff driver putting it in victory lane. And I got to find Aaron Tribble. Like, I don't even know where he would be at on our list. He's only raced 5 races. no top fives, one top 10, celebrating in victory lane. How about that? If that don't pump you up, you might as well not watch. Whoa, we're going to talk to him right now. Aaron Tribble, it's happening up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, man, congratulations. First off, 2 tire stops paying off. You can't get any better than what you just pulled off. First win. And you put these playoff drivers in their place. Good job tonight, man. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like, you know what? Let's go for it. You know, let's give it a chance. Try and go for the win. You know, and it worked out. Luckily, you know. Sometimes things work in your favor like that.
Talk us through the decision to take 2 tires, man. That's you know, it's pretty bold considering everybody else pretty much took 4. There was only one driver that stayed out, but it worked out good only taking them 2.
Just like I was thinking, you know, I'm probably not gonna win the race if I do it what everybody else does. You know, might as well just take a shot at it. And I didn't know how loose it was gonna be. And surprisingly, it wasn't as loose as I expected or anybody else expected me to be. Felt actually pretty good turning the car through the center of the corner.
Yeah, you definitely look good doing it too, man. Any shout outs you want to give out here tonight? Well deserved victory.
Yeah, I wanna thank our sponsors, Plan B Sales, Iracing, iFlag, Butt Kicker, Midwest Motor Customs, and then you know, my mom, my dad, family, and then I want to thank Mitchell Snare for giving me the opportunity to race for his team in Mountain View Motorsports. And shout out to my friend Chris who streams on Twitch. He does like Rock League and things like that. Great friend of mine. But yeah.
Hey, what, dude? I am so proud to see somebody knock off some of these playoff guys. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, it was just a great race, and I had a blast running tonight with all these great drivers.
Hey, way to make a name for yourself and show that you can run with them. Good job.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Next up, Casey Heschel. How about him? Hey, he needed this. Casey really needed a good run here tonight, and, well, he did it. Casey, you got a copy. Hey, man, first off, congratulations, because not only did you finally have a good race, let's be honest, you needed this big for playoffs. You ran top 5 all night. You might be the only car out there without damage or with very minimal, let's be honest. But, man, it was a heck of a race finishing P2. Talk us through that.
Yeah, I put a lot of laps in here this week just in test sessions and everything to try and get used to it, and gotten here and the setup was completely different than what we had tried. It was a lot tighter than what we were used to, but I mean, it kind of worked out there at the end. I don't know. I needed that for sure after my internet going out last week, missing Darlington. So I'll take it.
Yeah, and that's a big thing because not only that, Keith Smalley didn't show up, which is going to hurt him in the points. A couple guys that was in front of you in the points not have a good nights. What's your thoughts, man? I mean, this to me is looking like, I don't know what the points are going to be yet. To me, it looks like it could be a very tight race going into Bristol for that cutoff spot.
Yeah, it's going to be really tight. Once we get to Bristol, it's kind of all hands on deck, and whatever happens, happens. If I piss some people off, I piss them off, I guess.
I can tell you right now, you are sitting 14th in the points. You moved up, and you are only about, I think it was like 10 points out, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's around that. So is what I'm counting. So, man, second place here tonight. Go to Bristol. You got to do what you got to do there. You got to make it into the next round because you showed that you can run. I mean, we seen you in the regular season where you finished in regular season championship and all that good stuff. But go do what you can do, man. Shout outs and all that you want to give out.
Yeah, give a big shout out to Misfit Mafia. The boys kind of helped me out this week. We all just hopped in some sessions and ran and turned some laps. And then I got to thank Jason Papp, Plan B Sales, iRacing, iFlag, Butt Kicker, and Midwest Motor Customs. Without all those guys, we couldn't do this.
I love the paint, by the way. That's an amazing paint job.
Appreciate that. I stole that from our on deck junior motorsports car.
It looks good. Hey, good job tonight, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Next up, Chris Worrell. You see him right there, and he needed this one as well. He was one of the best in here tonight. We're going to talk to him right now. Chris, it's Adam up in the booth. You got a copy?
What's up, Adam?
Nothing much, man. You needed this. Let's be honest. I personally think that you had the best car. No shot against Aaron, no shot against Casey or none of them guys. Personally, I think you had the best car. Well, you and a couple other guys, but you was definitely there. But you needed this as far as the points and stuff like that go. But talk us through your night, man. It definitely was a good night as far as points go.
Yeah, for the finish it was. I guess from the start of the race, I was pretty embarrassing to spin it on the first lap there. That really sucked. But I was trying to take it too easy, and I was just too worried about the race and doing something stupid, and I did something stupid anyway, and just I didn't really push it out of the turn, and I was just being too cautious, right out there, the start of the race, and that kind of screwed me there. But I made my way back through the field and stayed at the front pretty much the rest of the night. Restart before last. I had a good jump there. Didn't want to take my teammate 3 wide though. James, me and him, every time we race this track, we always have good battles,
right?
Just like we did tonight. And I knew he was going to be one of the fastest ones out there. And I knew if I stayed in here until the finish, he would be there. And I don't know, man. It's sweet and sour. I know I could have won the race. I probably should have took him 3 wide there because I saw Casey looking on the restart before last. But I've had so much bad luck this season. I figured it'd be better to just finish and get a good points day. Even though I feel like I could have went out there and got the win, but I didn't. And congrats to Aaron. That's pretty cool. He got the win tonight.
Yeah, man. And considering where you finished last time we was here, because you finished 26th, I believe. That's not a bad finish. Putting it in third, just not to make you feel better, but
this is one of my better tracks for sure. Yeah, this is, like I said, it's one of my better tracks. It's been a rough season, but I'm gonna try to stay in the points battle. I think what's next week in Bristol?
Bristol, and you gained 4 spots tonight. By the way, right now you're tied with 7.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
So,
Bristol's one of my better tracks too, so I've got a good chance of going in and winning next week. I'm just hoping I'll be able to capitalize it next weekend or next week.
You are pretty good at Bristol. I've seen you race there plenty of times. So, hey, man, good job tonight. Shout outs and all that.
Hey, congrats to Casey too. I want to say,
yeah,
love racing with Casey.
Yeah, not
congrats
a bad
to him.
Finish at all. Shout outs and all that, man. You've done it plenty of times.
Yeah. Iracing, iFlag, Midwest Motor Customs, you Adam, and your network for putting on the broadcast. Balls Out Team Racing. Heck on it, man. I'm so bad at this. I always forget this stuff, man.
You do forget.
Help me out here, Adam. What am I forgetting?
Let's see. Plan B Sales, Iracing, iFlag.
Plan B Sales. Definitely Plan B Sales.
Butt Kicker, Midwest Motor Customs.
Butt Kicker, Midwest Motor Customs. Adam.
That's it. There you go.
Freaking. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Thanks, Adam.
I don't know. Hey, go get them next week, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Thanks a lot, man. There you go. But our winner right there on your screen gets it done tonight. Aaron Tribble. How about that kid, man? Like, hands down, well-deserved victory. Good to see him win. Casey Heschel, actually the only 4, well, not the only 4, but a 4 inside the top 5. Gets it done. But that'll do it, guys. Playoffs going to be interesting. I will go ahead and update you guys on the playoff standings. Right now, Keith Smalley, by the way, we talked about the big overcome he's going to have to face. Well, he does. He dropped all the way down to 16th in points, and he needs a win next week going in. The one on the cut line right now is Jason Papp, who has a 5-point difference over Michael Anthony, then Patrick Green, and then Casey Heschel right there. So we'll see how that all plays out next week. But it's going to be fun. Y'all make sure y'all tune in for that. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great night. Take care as always, and God bless.